Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a Thursday night edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. It's the Bordas & Bordas hotline. 412-575-2600 is the number to call. You can tweet me tonight at KD Pump. Riding solo tonight, so get your calls in. Let's talk some sports. We'll begin with the Penguins tonight, who are on the road in Florida. The Panthers, a team that they engaged to trade with the Penguins. 4 players involved. Brassard and Sheahan go there. McCann and Bukestad come here, and McCann scored tonight. First goal against his former team, and the first as a Pittsburgh Penguin. That was a big shorthanded goal at the time to tie the game at 1, but then they gave one right back up as Sevier scored to make it 2-1, and then after that, Marcus Pettersson, first goal as a Penguin. So tonight we had 2 guys got their first goals as Pittsburgh Penguins, but they go into overtime, and the Penguins had some really good opportunities with possession of the puck. Phil Kessel seemed to delay shooting and trying to set up Bukestad instead of just pulling the trigger. He was in close a couple of times and deferred, and he shouldn't do that. He's got too good of a shot. And they go the other way. Mike Matheson, who had earlier in that overtime been stoned by Casey DeSmith, who I thought played well tonight, stopped 38 shots. That was the game winner set up by Jonathan Huberdeau. So they lose 3-2 in overtime, and they picked a bad night to lose because the 2 teams ahead of them both won. The Islanders beat the Devils 2-1. The Capitals beat the Avalanche 4-3. Columbus is currently winning as well, and if they should win, they'll pull into a tie with the Penguins. So the Islanders would be with 68 points, the Capitals 66, the Penguins 63. If Columbus holds on and win, they'll also have 63. And don't look now, but the Carolina Hurricanes won again tonight. They'll have 60, so they're moving on through. Going to be some big games coming down with 26 games left in the regular season, whatever it is. All of these points are important, and next up for the Penguins will be Tampa Bay on Saturday night in Tampa. Philadelphia, by the way, had their 8-game win streak stopped. They did get a point lost in overtime to the Kings, so they also have 55 points. That's only 8 behind the Penguins. So they have 2 games coming up this month against the Penguins. All of these become bigger and more meaningful based on how things are jammed up in the Metropolitan. So Evgeny Malkin's still not ready to play, likely will not play Saturday. Matt Murray misses another game. It's interesting if you look at his history, he's missed now or had 10 different injuries since he was first called up here in 2015. He's done some great goaltending when he's on and healthy. He's very good, one of the better goaltenders in the game, but the injuries have taken him out in stretches, and not sure how long this will be, although it's not a concussion, which is the good news because he's had a few of those. All right, the other news of the day, and we've talked a lot about Antonio Brown, so I choose not to talk about that at this point unless there's some news to report because everyone knows where they are. He's making it very difficult for him to be moved, so the Steelers are not going to get the kind of return that they would like based on the happenings off the field. And then they have Le'Veon Bell to deal with. This is a guy they still, if they want, and apparently they're considering it, putting a transition tag on. If they do that, I imagine their goal is to try to increase the compensation in the form of a trade. In other words, set up a sign and trade with somebody in advance. Let's say Le'Veon Bell wants to go to the Jets, and the Jets are interested. They got to figure out a deal. And if they did, then the Steelers can say, all right, fine, we'll do it. We'll trade you to the Jets. But Le'Veon first has to sign the transition tag. He has to sign it. If he doesn't sign it, none of that works. If he does, then they can get what they want in terms, and it's a worked-out deal. But that would also, I think, violate the Players Association deal with the NFL. I'm not sure how that all works. You need some lawyers to figure out all of this kind of stuff. But, I don't think the Steelers want him back, but I do think they want to get something for him, as they do with Le'Veon Bell or with Antonio Brown. So they're still looking for a return, but each day that goes by, 2 guys who were so enormously good, and you would think would bring in a big return now, the Steelers may be stuck with not getting much at all in return for 2 of the best at their particular positions. All right, we'll also talk about next week. This will be the beginning of training camp for the Pittsburgh Pirates down in Bradenton, Florida. We haven't seen any movement, strangely, on Manny Machado and Bryce Harper, both of them really entering the career part of their careers. Only 26 years of age. Their primes are right ahead of them, and yet not many takers at all. And clearly the price is going to have to come down for teams to make moves on these guys, but they're both not 30, not 31, they're 26, which means you would think they'd have at least 10 productive years left in them. 412-575-2600, that is the number to call. Give us a shout. We'll talk about that and more. We'll do it right here live on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call and the Bordas & Bordas hotline, all on Pittsburgh CW. Back in a flash. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows,